There's a story that I've loved since I was a child. Every night my mother told me as my eyes grew wild. Now I feel it's time to share what I have learned. I swear I'll be true to every word. Yes, I'll be true to every word. It all began with a goddess in a crystal palace. Everyone who looked upon her fell helplessly in love. But her heart was taken by a prince she could not love. You see, he was a mortal man. Yes, he was a mortal man. Riding on her moon-white horse through the fields of men, down the hill into the entrance of a fairyland, where the prince was stunned by the goddess dressed in gold. He knew his life would be with her. Yes, it had to be with her. So he waited for a year until she rode again, her moon-white horse like a flash gliding over the land. When she passed him by, he called with all his might, "Please stop and wait for me, my lady, stop and wait for me." One good look was all it took for love to turn to light. The boundaries broke, and as she spoke, he knew this was the night. Then the forest opened, and fairies filled the air. She was their crystal queen. Yes, she was their crystal queen. Oh, no, 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 Though her father chose another, she would not obey. This was a feeling like no other she could not betray. So the day had come to take him by the hand. At last, her life would be with him. Yes, her life would be with him. When at last a child came to be, he disappeared one stormy night, and someone framed the queen. So they tied her to the to see her shame, and yet not once did she complain. No, not once did she complain. Seven times around the sun before her luck took change. A little boy waving around a cloth that she had made. Instantly she knew he was her missing son, and forgave all those who did her wrong. She forgave all those who did her wrong.